Ever wondered what's the one gauge that could literally save your engine from destruction, yet most drivers overlook it completely? Yep, we're talking about the exhaust gas temperature gauge, aka the EGT gauge. This thing could be your engine's best friend or your biggest regret if you ignore it. Before we go deeper, I want to hear from you. Do you currently run an EGT gauge in your ride? Drop a comment below and let me know what kind of vehicle you've got it installed on, or if you're still thinking about it. Let's swap notes in the comments. What exactly is an exhaust gas temperature gauge? Think of the EGT gauge as a thermometer for your engine's exhaust system. It measures the temperature of the gases leaving your engine, typically through the exhaust manifold or turbo housing, and tells you how hot things are getting inside that combustion chamber. But why does this matter? Well, your engine runs on combustion. Combustion equals heat. Too much heat. Bad news. You can melt pistons, warp heads, blow a turbo. Seriously, it's not a joke. An EGT gauge lets you see that heat in real time, so you can react before things go boom. Let's clear up a common myth. EGT gauges are not just for race cars or off-road rigs. Sure, if you're running high boost, towing heavy loads, or driving long hauls with a diesel, an EGT gauge is practically mandatory. But even if you've just added a tune to your daily driver, this gauge can tell you a lot about how safe or risky your setup is. Pilots have used EGTs for decades to manually adjust fuel-air mixture for max performance at altitude. Same idea applies to us on the ground. When you know your temps, you can tune smarter and drive safer. So whether you drive a Cummins-powered Dodge Ram, a Subaru WRX, or a home-built drag car, if you care about your engine's health, this is one gauge you shouldn't ignore. Okay, now let's talk placement. There's a little debate in the community, pre-turbo or post-turbo. Pre-turbo gives the most accurate reading of combustion temps. That's where most pros recommend placing the probe, right in the exhaust manifold, close to the head. Post-turbo is easier and safer to install, but it gives you lower temps due to energy loss in the turbo. You'll need to mentally adjust for that. If you're tuning for power or towing serious weight, go pre-turbo. Just be sure to drill carefully. You don't want metal shavings getting into your turbo. Drop a comment below if you've installed one yourself. What location did you go with and why? Let's talk numbers. What temps are normal? What's dangerous? Idle. 300 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit or about 150 to 260 degrees Celsius. Cruising. 600 to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, 315 to 480 degrees Celsius. Hard acceleration or towing. 1000 to 1250 degrees Fahrenheit, 540 to 675 degrees Celsius. Danger zone. 1300 degrees Fahrenheit plus, 705 degrees Celsius plus. If you start seeing temps climb above 1250 degrees Fahrenheit and you're not even at full load, something's off. Maybe you're running lean, or your turbo's getting heat-soaked. EGT gauges help you catch this before you lose a piston or torch a valve. Now, diesel guys, listen up. This part is especially for you. Diesel engines are efficient, yes, but they also run hotter under load. That means towing a trailer, climbing hills, hauling weight, all of that raises your EGT real fast. Unlike gas engines, diesel exhaust temps climb before coolant or oil temps do. So the EGT gauge is often the first warning sign of overheating. Ever heard of melted pistons on tuned diesels? That's usually from excessive EGTs and not enough airflow. That's why so many diesel tuners pair EGT gauges with pyrometers, boost gauges, and intake temp sensors, to get the full picture. Let's shift gears, no pun intended, and talk tuning. EGT isn't just for monitoring, it's a tuning tool. Say you're adjusting fuel or ignition timing, if your EGTs drop, it might mean you're running more efficiently. If they spike, you could be running lean or retarded timing. Either way, it's feedback. For example, some tuners will add a bit of fuel under high boost to cool EGTs, sacrificing a little MPG to protect engine life. It's also common to use EGT data to help manage water meth injection, turbo spool strategy, or even shift timing in performance automatics. If you're tuning without watching EGT, you're tuning blind. Now let's talk gear. Should you go analog or digital? Analog gauges. Classic, easy to read at a glance, no lag. Digital gauges. More precise, easier to log, great for modern EQs. You can even get combo gauges that include boost, oil temp, and EGT in one screen. Some can even trigger alerts if you cross a certain threshold. My take: If you just want a quick glance, analog is fine. But if you're data logging or tuning hard, digital all day. Now here's where it gets serious. Running high EGT for too long can lead to catastrophic engine damage. I'm talking A. Cracked exhaust manifolds, B. Burnt valves, C. Blown head gaskets, D. Melted pistons. All of that is from excessive heat. The EGT gauge gives you the chance to see it coming, and either back off the throttle, change gears, or rethink your tune. This isn't just about performance, it's about protecting your investment. Want to keep your EGTs under control? Here are a few proven tips. 1. Improve airflow, upgrade your intake and exhaust. 2. Tune conservatively, more power means more heat. Be smart. 3. Use intercooling, cooler intake air equals lower EGTs. 4. Water meth injection, great for turbo builds under heavy load. 5. Don't lug the engine, downshift instead of laboring in high gear. If you're seeing temps climb fast, ease up. Let the engine breathe. So there you have it, the exhaust gas temperature gauge. It might not be flashy like a boost gauge or as common as a tach, but make no mistake, it's one of the most important tools for keeping your engine alive and performing at its best. If you're building, tuning, or towing, don't sleep on the EGT gauge. Got questions about your setup? Curious about sensor placement or safe temps for your build? Drop those in the comments, I reply to as many as I can. And if this video helped you out, give it a like, subscribe for more engine tech content, and share this with a buddy who's modding their rig without an EGT gauge. Help them out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.